Dating can create a lot of stress and anxiety for people. So if you're just starting out with dating or perhaps getting out there again after a breakup, then this video is for you. I want to share with you 3 tips that will reduce your stress when it comes to dating and will set you up for success. My name is Mark, and this is my wife Kelly, who's not able to be here with me now. But we want to thank you for checking out our Ultimate Relationship channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe at the button below and click the bell as well to be notified on any upcoming videos on dating and relationship advice. As Christians, we oftentimes allow the culture to define what dating is and how we should date, and this creates a lot of uncertainty of what's the right behavior or what's the wrong behavior when it comes to dating. So just know this, when you show up to a date, you come with your own beliefs and your own practices, and the other person probably shows up as well with different beliefs and different practices. Not that yours are better or worse, but you both have different life experiences that have shaped your beliefs and your practices when it comes to giving and receiving love. This becomes known as the dating game. Everybody plays the game by different rules and with different expectations, which makes the game confusing and downright frustrating until you are both on the same page. However, these 3 tips that I'll share with you will help you show up on a date confidently and powerfully so you can either move that date forward to something more meaningful, or you can graciously bow out and walk away from the game. Let me give you a short story to illustrate this. When my kids were learning how to swim, we started them off in the shallow waters, and I would hold them so they wouldn't go underwater. After some time, they learned to swim and they gained more confidence in their abilities, and I could see my son eyeing the high dive, and I remember when he finally got the courage to go to the high dive and do it, and he asked me to jump with him. We stood there as he looked down at the waters. He looked at it with both fear and excitement. He had prepared for this big moment, but he prepared for it in the shallow waters, and he learned to trust me in the shallow waters too. What's interesting about dating is that many Christians follow the cultural norms of rushing to the high dive in the deep waters before they get to know each other and gain confidence and build trust with each other in the shallow waters. Dating can be fun, so they go straight to the high dive and they jump into the deep waters emotionally, spiritually, and sexually before they even know the other person, and they wonder why they're drowning. So here are 3 tips to help you date successfully. Tip number 1, be patient with the dating process. Enjoy the process of getting to know the other person. Dating is not a race to the finish line. It's not something that has to be rushed. It takes time to get to know someone and to see their habits, to see if there are any behavioral patterns that concern you, the red flags, and to see if they are truly a good fit for you in marriage. Being patient is giving yourself the gift of time. Time in between dates to process your thoughts and your emotions. Being patient with the process means you avoid rushing to the high dive, even though everything in you feels like this is the right person. Don't do it. Give yourself time, or you will create unnecessary drama in your life. So tip number 1, be patient with the dating process. Tip number 2, be content with yourself. Being content with yourself means that you are giving yourself the freedom to get to know people and to date other people without being obligated to make a commitment to one person just because they're interested in you or took you out and bought you a latte or treated you nice. Being content with yourself means you are comfortable with being single for as long as it takes for you to meet the right one. You don't want just any relationship, you want the right relationship with the right person, the godly person that builds you up, encourages you, brings out the best in you, and respects and loves you. So don't obligate yourself to a committed relationship until you are confident that that person is God's best for your life. Here's tip number 3, be kind. Be kind. Dating is a very emotional process. Being kind is a reminder that you are to treat the other person as you wish to be treated. You're dealing with another person's heart and their emotions, so be kind and respectful to the other person's feelings. Being kind to the other person means that if you aren't feeling it, then you maturely bow out of it graciously and not drag on that relationship and lead that other person on. Being kind also means being kind to yourself. If someone is disrespectful to you and your beliefs and your practices, that you have the courage to treat yourself with kindness and walk away. So tip 3, be kind. So there's the framework. Be patient with the process and give it time. Be content with yourself. You don't need to jump into any relationship, and be kind to the other person and yourself. If you have any more tips, add them in the comments below. I would love to hear them, or write in the comments below one of your takeaways from this video. Once again, if you haven't subscribed, click subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you next time.